But no, Beth, your goes crashing down. Determination, the suffering, the ability to... And she's unleashed everything in this attack. See just how much that win means to him. All the marbles. Kayla versus Allison and to the line. Kayla Laguna takes the victory.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to CVRcade World Cup Racing. We are doing a little different thing tonight with our after party after our 9 weeks of World Cup racing ending in the grand finale on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. We've got 3 events lined up, and we will be talking to some of the racers. We'll be doing some commentary along with me in the booth, and our first ride is a group ride on Echelon. We did that in a couple earlier zones today, and I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but I know there was some talk about dog food, and I don't know. It seemed to meander all over the place, which I promise you we will meander all over the place tonight. Joining me in the broadcast, I have Frank Garcia. Welcome, Frank.
Hair is going to be on the topic of discussion tonight. I just want to give you a warning.
Okay. Avatar hair or commentator hair?
Commentator hair. Sometimes it's curly, sometimes it's straight. We're going to have to figure out how that happens.
It's the magic of heat technology, I suppose. But yeah. So Echelon, we've got a few riders here. Wait.
I have heat and hair. I've got a great story.
cool.
Involves my daughter. I'll definitely share that a little later on. I will let you get started in the broadcast. So go right ahead.
All right. I am making a little note. I've got my pencil sharpened here, and I have a story from Frank. All right, we'll weave that one in. All right, 2 minutes to go before we start our group ride on Echelon. Now, with Echelon, we have Uncrashable as an ability and Comeback Kid. So you can't crash, but if you get distracted and start to soft pedal and lose the group, you can fire that Comeback Kid and join the group. We do know that Echelon is a great course to practice drafting, echeloning in lane position. We saw that in the racing over the weekend, but we are not racing tonight. I know we've got Kayla in the broadcast tonight, actually taking a rest from the legs, but playing on keyboard. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, Beth. Yeah, just thought I'd come out here, have some fun. It was a lot of fun earlier in the stream, so I was like, I had to come back tonight.
Well, it does count as practice here to get in on the keyboard and practice some stuff. So, and your legs feeling pretty good after the weekend?
Yeah. The legs went through a lot this weekend, so just trying to give them some recovery time. Trying to give them some recovery time, but no, thought I'd just get on the keyboard and practice some of the corners, and especially with the greater responsibility in the next one, definitely is a game changer in it. So just looking to have fun tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen that one in a while. Also joining, we'll be back to you in a moment, Kayla. Also joining us in the broadcast is Jennifer Garcia. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, I already know what his story is going to be, so I'm very ready.
Do you want to preemptively? You have the mic. Do you want to tell the story, or do you want to?
Oh my God.
Chime in.
I'll just say, grad school interview, needed someone to curl my hair, and he got the job, and it didn't go as we had planned. Let's just say.
Well, I think I am going to need some details on that. I'm done fighting whether my hair wants to go straight or curly. So once it tells me what it wants to do, I let it rip. So here we go. 8 seconds as we come out of the gate. Now we're not coming out hot, right? Everyone's just gonna nice come out of the gate, 250 equalized watts, right? Like what are we thinking here? All right, there we go. Someone just set the pace. We've got the our AI riders looking like they're at 300 watts. So, maybe you want to line up behind that. That still feels a little, I don't know. That feels like a good pace, a little bit fast maybe for the first ride.
Well, everybody is supposed to be taking it easy, but what I have found all day is that people have been taking it hard. Quentin earlier hit 202 on his heart rate, so he was more engaged on Echelon on Tuesday than he was for the World Champs this weekend. So that sort of sums it right up right there.
Oh, that is hysterical. Here's Aaron shaking his head no. He's completely happy, it looks like, to do some pedaling and some steering and tucking in the wind. Aaron, yes. How are your legs from this weekend?
Pedaling and lane changing.
Yes. We're going to do lots of that until the second race, and then just try the lane changing without the pedaling. But my legs are sore. I don't know, the Summit Islands gave me a lot of trouble, if you saw that at all. So I think I'm still feeling the effects of that one, even though I didn't go past that. That was my last race pretty much. But still feeling it, still trying to get used to it. And I don't know, maybe I'll get a little bit of effort in here just to get my stamina up a little bit and endurance up, but I don't know.
Well, I was just actually forgetting for a moment there that Uncrashable was on. It seemed like this weekend everything was a high skill event, even if it was a low skill event. So doesn't it feel a little bit more forgiving to enter the corner on Echelon and not have to worry about your lane speed?
Yeah, just let it do its thing, and it works. I put a little power down to try to get back up with the group. I'm like 10 seconds off.
See, there you go. We can see Homer up there, off in the distance there, also using his comeback kid. I love the trails that it makes. Frank, talk to me a little bit about all these animations that we see. We don't get a chance to talk about. We see them happen. We have, the animation wipe to say it's comeback kid, and this is what it does. But every single power up has its own animation, and how much time is put into sort of these visual components of the game, because they're pretty extensive and I think they add a lot, because visually you can see that somebody's doing something. They are attention grabbing.
Yeah, we sort of use the Frank Lloyd Wright principle at the beginning, and then at the end we don't. But first is functional, and the animations are really there so that other people can see how what other people are doing in the game visually. I'm a very visual person, and so that certainly helps with knowing what to do, countermeasures, and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah, there, and I find it really helpful to take the viewers along with some of the broadcast elements that are brought in. That we talked a little bit about that on the podcast. We can see here that since we started, Luis, welcome. You've joined the broadcast. I'm not sure if he has audio here, but he is streaming in. Hi, welcome to the broadcast. How are you? How are you faring after this weekend?
Good. Doing good. I wasn't able to race on Sunday, so I'm pretty fresh, actually. Yeah.
So I'm putting my pencil down for Luis for the win. He's our freshest rider. Although I did see you turn yourself inside out for your teammate on Saturday. That was a really nice effort. But before, I didn't know you were going to make it on Sunday. I had you pushing on through there for Team Cognition. So coming into next season, what are you thinking about? In January when you start, will you be racing again?
Yeah, for sure. This is addicting, and now the teams are kind of a little more comfortable with teammates and stuff. I mean, I can speak, I guess, for Cognition. I think now that we have Jonathan, and we're trying to get some of the tactics down, like walking, as you saw. We need to learn a little bit more from Cycling Hub, but specifically Timothy, I guess. But yeah, I think it's going to be exciting, and can't wait for it.
Well, I'm also really excited, and I think I heard, in the little drips and drabs that I heard in the earlier broadcasts that we've done, and in the past broadcasts, we are going to be having maybe some new power ups, some new tracks, and I don't know, Frank, if you're able to shed any insight on that, or if we're going to have an unveiling. But I did hear we are going to be retiring Flat Tire. So will tonight be the last time we see Flat Tire in the mix?
Oh no, I think it'll last a little bit more through December, and then we'll be throwing it on the dustbin. But it might get resurrected in a field effect or something like that. So we'll have a little fun with it here in December. We'll have some Christmas presents for some of the various riders, just to have a little bit fun during the holiday season.
Well, yes, Flat Tire is a little bit fun. I see we've paired it later on with Great Responsibility as an ability, so you do have some acceleration here. Yeah, it looks like you're using your comeback kid here on screen to get up to your friends Nigel and Jennifer. I don't know if Nigel is on the stream, but welcome, Nigel. Good to see you out here. Homer, good to see you out here. Both Nigel and Homer, Team CCC. One of the first teams to form on this platform was Team CCC, and we saw Ben race his heart out along with Nigel and Homer over the weekend. So I hope to see all of these guys out in force here. But on this group ride, I'm just kind of curious. Why don't I ask Jennifer? Jennifer, I know you've been just racing. How's it feel just kind of actually riding in a civil manner and not having your legs ripped off? I mean, is it a different experience here on CVRcade?
Yeah, it's firstly a different experience because I don't have my fan on. And even going easy, I'm sweating, so I'm like, shoot. No, it's really, really awesome. I mean, I'm not going as easy as I thought I would be, but just because I want to build that endurance. Got called out for it, definitely true. So I'm definitely going to be riding, but still trying to build up that endurance in the off season.
Well, good. I hope that we will have some group rides and some classes that you can participate in to work on things like endurance and work on some base and engine. So I'll be pinging you to join the fun once I know more of your schedule. We'll try to work together on some things. Definitely this time of year is a great time to build, and also the lower intensity stuff is really great for for calorie burn, and it's that time of year, right? We want to eat pies and cookies and everyone knows I'm a
Peeps.
peep girl. Yes, but
Peeps.
What are you? What is your holiday treat? Like, what's your holiday treat, Jennifer?
Oh my gosh, Chipotle is my treat for anything. Always get a good bowl of Chipotle after the races.
Nice. That's actually, some protein, some carbohydrates, a little spice. And do you have do you have a sweet tooth as well?
Honestly, I can't stand sugar, and my dad constantly tells me to drink soda throughout the races, and sometimes I just can't do it. So no, I don't.
Wow, that sounds like the worst dad ever. I can't stand sugar, but my dad tells me to drink soda all the time. Wait a minute. I demand a clarification. What is this?
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, there are definitely certain.
You deserve the block.
Yeah,
you deserve that block.
Are you blocking me? Excuse me.
He just totally
Yes,
blocked you, and now
absolutely. My dad tells me to drink lots of soda. Oh my!
Hey, you should tell the hair story now.
Yes, I do. I do think that it's we're 10 minutes in here. We're nice and warmed up. We can talk about heat and hair. Go ahead, Frank.
Hair. Yes. So until this year, the scariest moment of my adult life was my daughter, in all her grace, fell down on an ice rink and fractured her arm. And then had to go to a school for an interview, and I was designated to go with her And she tells me as we're eating dinner the night before, "Hey, Dad, I need to curl my hair in the morning, and I have a curling iron, and I can't do it with one arm. You'll have to help." And I was like, "Uh-oh." And I went onto YouTube because I was a little nervous. And after watching YouTube, I was like, I'm scared to death. I called my wife, and she's like, "If you burn my daughter, and you're gonna burn her, if you burn my daughter, that's just the end of it." And I was like, "Wow, thanks." So the next morning we got up, and it was a good time. She only yelled at me a couple of times. I only yelled back once, I think. And eventually, we curled the hair, and there was no burns, other than maybe the hair, because I had to do it, multiple times. So that's when she started yelling at me. She's like, Dad, don't burn my hair. You just got to do it and be done with it. Anyway, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it is. There are a bajillion hair things that curl and do different things, and my daughters have one, and I did use it where it like sucks your hair in. Have you seen that, Jennifer? Where it sucks your hair in and makes like a little curl. Yeah. So
Wow.
I was. Yeah, that takes practice. That's where you're like, okay, now it's basically just eating my hair like a zipper. And I can't get it out. Yeah, it takes practice. So Frank, I applaud that effort. I'm glad you didn't burn. I'm glad Jennifer didn't get burned. That's a huge accomplishment.
Well, and you
So
can see that, as we were growing up, I obviously was, very attentive to Jenna's hair, since I had no skill in that level at all. So, but I don't know whether it's good or bad.
You did a great job curling it, better than I could do.
Well, you know what? You just have to take your time and get through it here. We saw here.
Okay, but what's now? What we want to hear about your hair, Beth? Like sometimes it's curly, sometimes it's straight. Come on, we need the inside scoop here.
Okay, well, I'm sure it's just so fascinating. Today it's straight. It's recently been cut and colored. And if it's usually back in a ponytail, like 99% of the time, it's
Do
like,
I have never
thing.
colored my hair. I just thought I would share that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have, I used to take matters into my own hand, which always kind of resulted in unpredictable results. But now I pay a professional who has skill and eyes for that, because it would be like kind of some bad choices. But yeah. So I had my hair done, but oftentimes, like, I let it go 6 months, and then it's at various stages of growing out. And when you take it down from a ponytail, my hair has a natural curl to it anyway, but the problem is that half of it likes to stay curly and half of it likes to stay straight. So sometimes I just decide which one is winning and then just go with that one and then just kind of finish the job. So if more of it's straight, I straighten it. If it's more of it's curly, I will curl it. But yeah, it's usually in a mop on the top of my head, just like Aaron, right? Sometimes, Aaron, you know what it's like, right? Like sometimes, you just curl it. Sometimes you just, right?
Yeah, exactly. My hair's getting that long, I could probably curl it. I need to get a haircut soon. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be easy. Oh,
well,
I'm already done.
I was noticing, yeah, there are some. Jennifer's heart rate up there, 182, Aaron 176. You guys are definitely putting in some work, but say like this is yours to win, Aaron. You know what? Frank is pushing the pace on the front there. Jennifer is gonna go try to link up. Yeah, everyone just link up with Frank and let him pull you through. Frank is on keyboard. You can see in the nearby riders list, you can see the different riders, and you can see under Frank's name is a keyboard indicating that he is riding on keyboard. So if you are,
you're outing me. You're outing me. What is this?
But I mean, the viewers need to know. This is important stuff for the viewers to know. So like if you as the DS on a team or as a coach or whatever, if you want to kind of be in with your team, and we not only have in-game audio, but you could be streaming video, or they could be streaming video to you, so that you could be taking a look at at how they're doing and have communication. So I just pointed it out as a feature, Frank. I wasn't trying to out you in any way. In any way.
Well, continuing on the hair theme, you need to be careful.
Keep going.
You need to be careful of those professionals. My wife, when we were much younger, came home one day, and she had purple hair, and this was disturbing to me because my wife's hair is the most beautiful hair in the world. Sorry, Jenna. And I was distraught. So she's like, "I'll go back and I'll get it fixed." So she goes back the next day, and she comes home. This is not a joke. I'm completely serious. She had orange hair. Right. I think I cried for like 2 weeks. She went back the third day, and it returned to some semblance of normal. But that was a very interesting period about 30 years ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have only recently become brave enough to like put like a weird color in my hair. I think at the World Cup I did purple for the Vixen colors. I did I've done blue, I've done red, like just on the ends, like not throughout, not anything too particularly crazy. And it's the stuff that washes out after a while. So yeah, no, the only thing I go to them for is to, sort of sometimes fix some mistakes but at one time I thought I wanted to be a brunette, and I'm kind of like dark blonde hair. Well, nope, it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. It just didn't work for me. I've been blonde for too long, and then I was like, oh, maybe I need to be red, like an auburn color, because there's like the actresses that were always doing these like pretty, what was it, Mad Men, the redhead. She had this gorgeous hair. What's her name? That actress who has the gorgeous red hair. And I was just like, oh, that's so pretty. Yep, on her, it's great. On me, not so much. So I've made a couple errors in judgment that needed to be fixed. So look at this here, going 52 kph, 900 watts here. Not having to worry about the corner. Man, I just love watching those animations fly down the way. We've got Frank, Jennifer, Aaron. So we had unlimited recurring comeback kids, not limited ones. I was thinking, so here we are at the finish line. Everyone comes across the line, and we will be going to our next event. So that was fun. Hey, Kayla. Do you have any good tunes over there if you're bouncing around? No.
Oh, can you hear me?
We can't hear you. We need a hair story, Kayla. Hair is the theme tonight. We need a hair story.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh. Well, I don't even have any hair stories. I mean, I've never dyed my hair before because I'm just, I don't like, I haven't dyed my hair before. There's something.
I might dye my hair, except I don't have much of it left. So that's my hair story.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Well, we are watching the highlights here before we get to the next the next event here. I was like, wait, I'm seeing my mouth move and I'm not saying the things that I'm saying. It's a little bit disconcerting. Kayla, if you've never dyed your hair, just don't start, because my daughter is saying, oh, I want to do it. She's 13. I want to add some, little blonde strips or whatever, and I'm just like, no, your hair is shiny and beautiful because you're young and beautiful, and your hair is shiny, and you'll never get that shine back. You'll just always be chasing it. I'll go when I see her, I'll put my hair next to hers, and I'm like, I'm trying to get your hair. Like, I'm basically trying to get the hair that you were born with on my head, but I've messed it up one too many times. Country Rally, great responsibility.
So is that the hair on the other head is always nicer?
Yes.
Wow, that took a little while to process, eh? Oh dear.
I was just trying. Yes. The delay there. I need some sugar or some caffeine. Country Rally here. Great responsibility, ability, and flat tire. So, Frank, we haven't really seen a lot of great responsibility in the racing, and it makes you accelerate like super, super fast. So it's a kind of a counter to the flat tire. Is that the idea here, or just so that you don't have to pedal very much?
I think this is you just don't have to pedal very much.
Okay.
And I just want to put everybody on notice that I'm winning. The only person who has a chance is Kayla because I think she did this earlier. Um, everybody else, if you don't wreck 10 times, you're doing incredibly well on this course. You're probably going to wreck more like around over 20. Just keep account. We've got the stats on it for a little bit later on, so don't worry. We'll figure out what it was.
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah. So my scoreboard does have Homer on top, though, Frank. I'm not sure if my scoreboard is correct.
It's the warm up. It's the warm up. He got in a little bit before the rest of us.
All right.
Just for you, Homer. There you go.
The group ride that, when we said we were doing the after party and that we weren't going to be racing, I was like, how long does that last, right? Like, how many cyclists get together and think that they're not going to race to the next, to the next lamppost or
I thought
up the next one.
I thought we were going with how many cyclists does it take to change a light bulb?
We could do that.
I don't have a joke for that. Maybe we could Google it or something, but
oh, okay. I will
probably a few.
Right. Yes. Well, it depends on the chart. Like there's got to be some chart, right? Or something. Geez, it looks like it looks like I might be am I warming up? Am I moving? I'm moving. Okay. And did I change the keyboard? I didn't think I did. Interesting. I don't have my trainer. All right, Aaron, are you just not going to pedal? Do you not have to pedal? Is that the whole thing?
Vanessa, you don't have to pedal
earlier
at all.
was
Watch this. Oh, it puts you up really fast. I was going like 70 on that straightaway there without doing anything.
What was Vanessa saying, Frank? Oh my gosh.
She was like you. It's broken. There's something wrong. I'm moving. I'm like, well, you've got greater responsibility as an ability. That's you're just gonna go. That's all there is to it. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Dang it! I let Kayla off the hook here. Oh no!
So I'm supposed to be braking. Is that's kind of what I need to be doing? Is to win? I just need to brake.
You need to brake a lot. Oh my gosh! I can't even believe this. This is very, very disturbing for me. I plan to win this going away, no problems, and I'm like in last place.
Well,
even
it's
the
so
bots
funny
are beating
because.
me.
And it shouldn't be funny for me to watch all of the everybody crash, but it does give me a little bit of a chuckle. Okay. All right. I mean, not when I crash. Flat tire. All right. So back to the front of the race. Frank is in fourth place here, but let's see here. Aaron, Luis, Kayla, and Frank. So I don't know, Frank. Aaron is really showing what he's made of here on this. Aaron, what's your secret?
He's gonna crash.
Yeah, I will crash. That's my secret. I make everyone else worry, but then I crash.
Yeah, but
Luis is like blocking me, and I'm like, "Thank you." That helps on this course.
I watched it a little bit today, so I knew kind of something going into it, but yeah, this is a lot harder than you think it's going to be.
Yeah,
I'm coming for you, Kayla.
Pedaling.
Hadn't even. I'm in Vanessa's camp here. So.
Oh, come on.
That's all right. Okay,
See, I'm
Frank
going
goes
70
down
right now without doing anything.
Frank goes down. Great responsibility as an ability. That is an interesting one. That would have been fun in Lakeview Lanes. Kayla, you look super focused. You're like, I'm coming to get
Aaron. I don't
Aaron.
know what's happening to Frank. Where's Frank at? I don't see Frank.
Talk big now. Talk big now.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, almost there.
He's coming to get you, though.
Okay,
He's coming to get you on your heels here. It's so funny here. You can see here on the overhead here, Frank takes the right-hand lane. Kayla's in the left-hand lane, coming around the hay bales. And again, watching the corner speed. Whoa, both of you. Nice job on that. Now you're getting the hang. Now it's now you guys are making it look easy. Whoa. So, Kayla, how often? I know that you do a lot of riding, you do a lot of testing for your race prep. Do you do a lot on the keyboard?
Yes, honestly, yes. Just because, especially with going into last weekend as well, because the game is constantly putting out new tracks, everything like that. So you're constantly having to adapt, and especially, there's always wind thrown in. That changes the dynamics of it. The different power ups, like greater responsibility right here. So there's always different. Yeah, I see, and it's like you would think I would know to go below 37 right there and get the timing down by now, but it takes you just got to get the hang of it, get that flow. But yeah, I'm always finding myself in the game practicing before events or before I go physically, because those seconds, when you're on a corner or cutting that down, it has a huge impact.
Interview.
And it's between first place or second place at the very end of the event. So I always find it beneficial to get in before, but I just like it because it's just so much fun, honestly.
Go interview Aaron, please.
Aaron, Frank wants me to come to you because he's sitting in the front winning.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get wrecked into somebody here because I'm coming up on the box.
Frank just wanted me to come to you to distract you, but Frank, he gave himself the curse. He just went down himself.
Well, I mean, I'll probably follow soon after. We got a lot of racing still left, so it's a long one.
What's been our longest race on Country Rally in a race series?
My longest or the longest in total?
Oh,
hello.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you, Aaron.
Oh, okay. I just got the white screen here. Okay, there you are. Okay.
Okay.
So
can you hear me?
Been the longest? I can. What's been the longest race on Country Rally in an Omnium?
For me personally, or that I've seen?
That you've seen, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like 5 laps, but I don't remember. Oh, he passed me. I'm going too easy. You see that?
he's like that talking, but I haven't made you rack. I think that
no. Even if you weren't talking to me, I was gonna do the same thing.
Boom. Oh, did you just get past it? No, that was Kayla. So yep, and I keep getting the messages on because I'm in the game too, and I'm just flying around, but I'm not watching.
Aaron, that was
not on purpose.
He didn't even
coal in your stocking, man. Coal in your stocking. Oh, I'm gonna do it again.
Right. Better than nothing.
My goodness. Trying to let Kayla back into this.
You are.
I'm just racing my race.
That's right. That's all you can do. You just have to race your race here. Louise, how are you doing? I don't want. You're about 30 seconds behind. Have you figured it out? Have you figured out the tricks here?
Yes, and I must say that we should do this every Omnium. This should be a high skill event where you just have to slow down your avatar so you don't crash. This is a lot of fun. The gamer in me is coming out and trying to figure this thing out. This is fun.
Well, so as a gamer, like what other games are you do you find yourself playing?
Well, lately I really not that much, but I do own a PS4 that I recently bought, and I haven't actually played. I haven't even turned it on. But yeah, I mean that kind of stuff. And of course, growing up, Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean anything that I could get my hands on, typically or usually my friend's house. Like I would live at a friend's house and just play as much as I could because my parents won't let me.
Well, so, that's funny though. I mean, it's like you have the PS4 and you don't play it because you're on your bike playing CVRcade. Like your game allotment is.
Yeah, priorities. You gotta choose one. Can't have it all.
Yeah, we had, I mean, I was like, we had a Nintendo. Before that, we had the Atari. Like, I mean, we had
Oh,
old school, and
man.
now the Atari is back.
So
Like, all the Atari cartridges are fit in that one little joystick. Like, have you seen that? You can plug it into USB for old joystick. Yeah, I try to like tell my kids how fun it was. I'm like, yeah, no, it's Pac-Man. Check it out.
well, yeah,
Hubert.
that was a classic. Now I gotta ask you, did you play the ET game on Atari?
I did not play the ET game. How was that played? Like, what was the object of the ET game?
Well, to be honest with you, I do not know because it had. I mean, you should Google it, or probably you'll find it on YouTube. To me, it was like nonsensical. Like you would just go with your little ET into different rooms and try to do things with it, but then you would fall. Like there were these places to fall, and then there was no way of getting out of it. I think you had to reset the Atari. And there's actually, I was watching a documentary, I think, on Netflix. They were talking about gaming, and it actually, they were talking about that game specifically, and how after all these years, it actually became like a joke, and they were trying to dig out of this. They compile all the ETs everywhere because it was such a big failure, I think. And there's this dump where where these people that were doing the documentary went and found all the cartridges. It's kind of interesting, but I don't know. I mean, it was. I just wanted to know if, since you had the Atari, if you actually played it. But try to Google it. It has an interesting story behind it.
I will, and I also hear in chat that some of the folks are talking about Rampage on Atari. So that was. Did you have any Rampage game?
No,
not sure.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think I played Atari.
Rampage is what's going to happen if Kayla beats me.
Frank, as in Frank's going to go on a rampage. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun right here. So the ET game was buried in the desert. As did they bury the ET game on
Oh,
Atari?
you found it?
Or bury it? Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny.
So
That's funny. No, yeah. I mean, the evolution of gaming, and of course, so I played it as a kid, took a massive hiatus, and it's really my bike that brought me back to gaming. And whether or not I'm playing Fortnite with my kids who play it, they're playing that for a while, and they moved on to other games, but it just moves so fast.
We need an interview of Kayla.
Kayla.
Wait,
Frank,
can you get back to me in the
distract
next
you.
Oh my
one?
God.
Yeah, can you get
Say
back to
that
me in the
again?
next event, please? Can you get back to me in the
No,
next
no,
one?
I'm sorry. We need to chat with you now. Oh my gosh, I'm talking and crashing. Oh dear.
Frank is giving you the curse. It looks like Homer was almost able to
can't
block you there.
I can't multitask. What is? Oh my goodness. At this rate, I'm going to let Jennifer back in, and she's a minute behind.
Well, I think Kayla and Aaron here are showing what they can do here with multiple conversations, staying focused on their speed, and this
Look
is what
at that
happens when
look
their heart rate isn't
on
going
Aaron.
up.
Wow, he's like
Yeah.
squinting. He's looking at the screen. I mean, come on, you got to
Oh my
talk and have a little fun.
I don't
Tell
have my
us a
glasses on.
joke, Aaron. Tell us a joke. A good, clean, family-friendly joke.
Okay, I have a
Good
really good
clean-
one. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. My name's Frank, and I'm going to win this race.
Oh,
And
Sorry.
Kathy was going to get you such a nice gift for Christmas. The
Yeah, I have some
operative
good
word
gifts
being
for you.
was.
You're not even ready for my gifts. You're going to love them.
Well, we have a
Beth,
calendar.
What is the policy? What is the policy on trash talk anyway? I think only I'm
Oh.
allowed trash talking. Isn't that how it works?
Ooh, I don't know. Once you get in the gate, though, sort of, all bets are off. You're in the pin, you're in the pen, you're in the racers. I think it's fair game, Frank. I'll have to consult my manual, page 17, section 29, subparagraph B1B. But I'm pretty sure trash talking is allowed even in the after party. So, Kayla, you're up. You are dominating this here. Frank was looking for a joke. Do you have any good jokes for him?
Oh, shoot. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Oh, I almost crashed right there. Oh, no, I'm so bad with jokes. I don't have anything, but I'm going to win this one, though. 30 seconds behind. So I got one lap left. So I don't know where Frank is, but I'm coming around the corner right here. I'm about to hit the logs.
Yeah, I think even if you slow way down, he probably isn't going to catch you.
Yeah, why don't you just come to a full stop, Kayla, and let's test that theory about how slow you can go and still win the race. I think that's
Oh, there she goes. There she goes.
I can't even do this. No, I can't.
Giving you the opportunity here. And she does come across the line. Well, Kayla, well done. With the attempted distractions, you still were able to make it happen. Aaron, also doing quite well, even despite the trash talking with these squinting eyes. Aaron, how are your legs feeling after that one? That was the joke I've been telling.
I don't think I can make it to the next race. I think I'm dead. So
the question is not how his legs are feeling. The question is, how is his ego feeling?
I'm fine. I didn't say I was going to win.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've got one more race. Jennifer, I've kept you out of the fray here. Any wise words on how to handle subsection B1B and the trash talk of Frank Garcia?
I do have a challenge for him, in fact. And it's a thought on hair. I say we should challenge him. I don't know what the challenge would be, but if something happens, someone wins, that he should have to dye it. So.
Ooh. Frank, do you accept this challenge? Do you accept the hair challenge?
I might shave my hair. I might do a lot of things, but dyeing it is not one of those things. I'm going to my grave with my natural hair color. That's what I have to say. And look at Luis here. He's like staring at the screen. What's the challenge bear? Let's find out what the challenge bear is. Maybe we can get Luis to dye his hair. Like a nice ginger color, nice red color.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Now, growing up, actually, I did one, I don't know, where I grew up in Guatemala. There was actually a time in the 90s where kids were actually dyeing their hair. Like, I don't even know.
Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so, Luis. We need a picture. We need an old picture of this.
Oh, no.
So you
know. That's one of those things where my mom actually rescued me from that. So she didn't let me play video games, and she didn't let me dye my hair. So I have to be thankful for the second one. So that didn't happen.
Well, I think you need to do it for Christmas this year. Just, like a temporary color. We'll send you a can of temporary red, and we want to see it on the stream next time. That's what. Wait, Kayla's in it. If Kayla does it, you'll do it, right, Luis? Both of you, red hair, bright orange or red or something like that. There's got to be like a can, just wash out. It'll wash out. Now, come on, Kayla, are you in?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, sure. Yep.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay, so wait. Jennifer made the hair dye stakes. Frank said no, and now Frank has twisted it to get Kayla and Luis to do it. So wait.
Don't tease. temporary hair color, all of Zone T. Like we'll all have like red hair.
Yes, I want it. I want it. He'll let me dye
And then,
it.
but wait,
I'll attempt
but we have to do it. We have to do it on a Saturday in another zone, and we'll just like all show up, and I'll get a special jersey made, like a flaming red jersey, and we'll just all get on, and we'll wreck those Cycling Hub guys. We'll wreck those Cognition guys. We'll wreck those CC guys. Oh, Velocity Vixen. Wait, they're kind of already orange. That might be a conflict of interest, but
Well, we could start a rumor, and we could convince the other teams that there's a new team, the Red Flames or the something, and there's extra streaming points for hair color to match your kit or something. I don't know. We could probably start some rumor that sounds a little ridiculous, but possibly true. After all, we are CVRcade, and we can ride fast and take chances.
Well, I do. I will say this, Jenna. I will dye my beard black. How's that? That's kind of racy.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Wow, Dad, Dad, you don't have to look ancient, Dad. You can actually dye your beard. It's okay.
Have Beth's daughter try to race in order to get her blonde streak. If she can beat Tim and Quentin.
Oh, yes, right. Well, she's been trying to like negotiate something with me on it, and I was like, she's like, well, I'll just do it myself, and I was like, that will be a huge mistake. I said, do not do
You should
that.
let her do it. Not by herself though.
Well, let her do it. No, I don't mind if she does it. It just costs money, so I have to tie it to something like, making sure she has good grades, or she scrubs the bathtub or something 1,000 times, right? Like, just not going to give it to her.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
She has to earn it.
Call Child Protective Services. Hey, you want something? You got to scrub the bathroom 1,000 times. Like, here's the chalkboard.
Listen, I don't care. Listen, it's like one of those moments when you say like, oh yeah, like we grew up without helmets and we were okay, except for the permanent brain damage, right? It's sort of like, well, I had to work for everything. No, but I do not mind if she gets her hair colored.
1,000 scrubs. See, Jenna, and you thought I was hard. See, I mean, Beth, I didn't make you scrub the bathtub 1,000 times.
She's gonna let her do it.
He's just making it up. I didn't even say 1,000. I didn't even say 1,000. That's okay.
Oh, we have
right.
you. We have you on VOD. We've got you. We own you on this.
All right. Sudden lanes change with Razor's Edge ability. Wind at our back. I'm just going to bring it back to make sure everyone knows that we are riding Sudden Lane Change CVR World Cup after party, having a good time in the stream, talking about ET on Atari and being buried in the desert, Rampage, growing up in Guatemala and not having your hair dyed. Frank's gonna dye his beard. What's that?
Hair's been the main topic. Got to have a theme for all of these streams.
And it really was that one day I was curly, one day I was straight. That was really enough to
That was it. That started it all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I
trendsetter.
said, half of my head decides whichever has the predominant, I just roll with it and don't fight with it and just try to make the other side comply. But okay, well, people are racing this pretty clean. 3.2 kilometers to go. Nigel, 400.
You say that and everybody goes down.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Frank.
Right in front of me.
Was
Thank you. That was very good. Now, if Kayla would just crash. And what's up with Nigel? He's like on a tear here. Is he on stream? You need to interview him.
I don't think he is on stream. It does look like he's also playing controller. So he is not on stream. But He's minding his speed. So Razor's Edge ability, as everyone knows, or if you're joining us and you don't know, Razor's Edge ability allows you to cut through the air a little bit faster. So you get up to speed quicker and your power translates into, you just move faster through the air because you don't have the wind resistance. Plus you have wind at your back. So you're also getting a push here. So how much are you guys throttling on the brake here? It can't be as much as Country Rally when you were just going.
No, it's not nearly that much. But you should talk to Kayla about it.
Kayla, I'm back to you because you're beating Frank by 3 seconds. So he really wants me to distract you. But whatever you do, you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to. And I will try not to give anyone else a curse. It does look like Jennifer and Luis have gone down.
What do you mean she doesn't have to talk to you? What is this? Of course she has to talk to you.
No,
there she goes. You're welcome, Frank. She just went down. See, like I didn't even.
Thank you, Beth. Checks in the mail. Checks in the mail.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Nigel wisely just stayed out of the stream tonight. He's just said, I'm gonna stay up here and I'm going to stay focused. And he's gonna take sudden lane change. I wish I could interview.
I'm coming for you, Nigel. I'm coming for you.
I can hear him say, I can see him waving at the camera that's not on, like, saying, bring it on, Frank, bring it on. And we know he'll have his victory dance, which we love to see. But 10 seconds ahead of Frank, one crash could do it. Kayla's going to maybe gain a little bit. Looks like Kayla could go a little bit faster. It looks like she's being a little conservative on her speed. There she goes, 45. So the max corner speeds on these. I still have all of my notes out in front of me from the weekend racing, and it's like I'm doing a combination lock. I'm like 48 left, 44 right every time I get to the corner, and I'm like just talking myself through it.
That's a really good sort of mental structure. I like that. Like, because that makes total sense. Combination locks. Ooh, very cool. Every CVRcade, every CVRcade track has a combination. Ooh, I like it. You need to do like a whole video presentation on that. That is really, really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, that is a little insight into to my mind.
We try and keep that at a minimum.
I know. You don't want to let that go too far. But yeah, no, I definitely, and I'm also a visual person. So there's a certain way that I have to actually like think through the maps and do my combinations. But obviously, it's still taking me a while to get the skill to catch up with the memorization part of it. And I can probably tell you I have about 6 combination locks littered around in my gym box. I have like a gym box of things, and I'm like, I cannot throw these locks out, and I don't know the combination. I just feel like I'm going to find the piece of paper that says what the combination is. So it's kind of ironic.
Kayla, what is this? You're actually racing.
I saw you.
You're
I
doing
had to
quite
get back
well.
up to you, Frank.
You're owning me. What is this? Wait a minute.
Focused
Oh,
in.
don't act so
Can't let that
surprised.
crash get me.
This is Kayla Laguna, the fierce. We don't have a name for Kayla, so we've got Aaron Earthquake. What do we have for Louise?
His favorite name too. We should ask him about that. I don't know why he doesn't like that. I like Earthquake. Sounds quite, powerful.
Yeah. Well, it's a force of nature, right? Right, Aaron? There she goes. Victory.
Was that
victory.
the end? Oh my goodness. I'm too busy talking.
And Nigel, Kayla, Frank. All right, guys. Well, this was a lot of fun. I know we're gonna play the replays.
So Beth, what do you think should be the next theme for our next broadcast?
Oh, so for Thursday's broadcast?
Yep.
Well, I'm always one for food. and I feel like we're coming into the holidays, so maybe people can talk about like either a weird tradition, right? Like or a weird dish, or I don't know, something that's like personal but not like super like private, right? That people can like, my mom used to make sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top. Maybe that's why I like Peeps, right? So it's sort of like a weird, weird dish to have sweet potatoes with marshmallows on it.
VMix operator, could you please go to Beth? And Beth, could you please imitate the Nigel victory dance? This is by demand.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. No, it's the
Yep,
other way, I
that's
think.
Nigel.
Yeah, you got it. Raise the other arm. There we go.
Okay,
Okay, I
yep.
feel whole.
Yeah. And then he does this, right? He does that? No? I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think he does the guns.
No?
They're probably,
I feel like
I don't know.
Like, he's giving me a lot of thumbs up because I'm like, if you can hear me, and he gives me thumbs up, and he.
No, that's like a 6. His is like a 9. Yours is like a 6.
Well, I can't. That's like huge shoes to fill. The Nigel, I got to fill the Nigel shoes. I'm trying. I just doing all I can. Thank you.
Hey, Beth,
Nigel, for
one
giving
more
Phil
thing.
that.
When do you think we'll have that combination video analogy memory trick presentation?
Oh, so now it's a thing. Okay. All right. Note to self. I'm writing it down. Wait, just putting it down on the list. Would you like that for Christmas, Frank?
Ooh, that would be a good Christmas present. I like that as a Christmas present.
Okay. Combination video presentation. All right. Do you have a specific track? I'm literally writing it down. Do you have a specific track that you would like, or just one that
I thought it
actually
was going to
flows
be
well?
like a compendium of like, every track's combination, secret combination.
Wow. And geez, the ask is wow. I hope you've been a good boy this year.
Could we have it by lane? So that's like times 9, right?
Oh my goodness. Well, I can't give everything away. I do like to have a little bit of mystery, but I can, it's like when people memorize things with rhyming and different combinations, right? Of 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 62, like I don't know. My husband remembers everything by like football player or baseball player, like numbers, so he'll like remember like it's like Tom Brady, Teddy Bruschi or something like that, and I'll be like, what, when he remembers people's phone numbers. So must be something here in the York household. Here we are watching the rest of the replays of our very casual and informal stream tonight. So Frank, any parting words as we watch Kayla enjoying herself here, taking the win, and Nigel coming across the line taking the win? What do you think here for Thursday? Do we have some more after party things scheduled? What's going on?
I think we will slowly generate more seriousness, but I'm not sure Thursday is going to be entirely serious yet. I think it's fun to have a week where we sort of just relax.
Yeah, I for one am enjoying the relax. It was nice not to race today. I miss being in on the stream because what I did hear of it seemed like it was a lot of fun. But so we'll be back on stream on Thursday with some more
Beth,
group riding. Yeah.
What do you think we should be doing on Thursday?
I would love to see if we could throw a little bit of here's our scoreboard. Kayla takes the win. Dun, 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 dun. Frank and Aaron, that's a 1, 2, 3 right there for you. Congratulations, guys. I don't want to take away those podium steps. Well done. Well done. What should we do on Thursday? We could maybe try doing a workout or a class. If we wanted to do something like that, we could try doing something like that.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we could put one or two in there and see how that works, because got some beta testers. So if people are willing, it might be kind of fun to race the pace bot. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, great. All right. Well, we'll be here on Thursday.
So Beth,
regular zones. Yes.
what do you think we should do on Saturday? I can't believe I got you. I was like, you were forewarned. Kathy said she would save you. And here we go. Victor's over there going, I'm just going to hit close. It's like 3 a.m. here. This is not funny at all, Garcia.
Oh, so what should we do on Saturday? I think we should do Summit Island as repeats.
Summit Island.
So
yes.
Yep. I think we should do some hill work. I think that we don't race it, but we just go low zone 2, and then we just sprint the climb, and we do it like 10 times. And then we see.
Wait, you know what we could do? What we could do is when you get to the top, it just immediately puts you back at the bottom. Right. The never-ending climb.
I've had a dream like that. I have to admit, I've had the trapped on Summit Island climb dream. I'm not even kidding you.
Maybe even just a little top section, right? Just get up to 14%, and you think, you hit the start finish line, and you think you're going to get that rest, and you're like, bam, back down to 10%.
Oh, it's an escalator. Then it turns into an escalator where you're just you just keep pedaling, and it just stays the same distance out of reach. And
we just last person standing wins.
So a marathon, elimination.
Just start in zone K, and knowing Quentin and Tim, will end at zone S or zone T. Right, because they'll just continue to ride up the hill, for 6 hours.
The scary thing about that, Frank, is that you actually could make that happen from a development standpoint. Saturday, if we have the Summit Island escalator in play, I feel like a lot of people are going to be asking, why, Frank, why? And then we'll just tell them it was all my idea.
That would be pretty funny, though, don't you think? Just not tell anybody, and they get onto Summit Island. It's like, bloop, bloop, and everybody be like, "Wait, the game's broken." It'd be big message: "Game not broken."
Well,
just
it would be kind of funny if you just said it's a social ride. It's just one lap on Summit Island. It's just one fast lap. You have the 5-minute warm up, and then it's just one fast lap up Summit Island, and then it just never ends. It's just you just never get to the finish line because it's just there. All right. So, Frank, what do you think we should do on Saturday, or do you want to keep going, or do you want to wrap this up and call it? I'm good.
Wait, is it Victor or is it Jesper? It's Victor, right?
It's Victor.
On
yep,
VMix.
It is Victor.
Yeah, I think we should ask him if he wants to stop or keep going.
I think Victor would be happy to do whatever it is that you would want to do, Frank. I think Victor is the teamiest of them all. So he hasn't chimed in yet.
Teamiest of the all. He hung up on me earlier, Beth. I did this to Jesper earlier, and Victor hung up on me.
Oh,
and I guess he's not going to. Exactly. I think he's trying to prove that point now. Exactly.
I'm sure.
Oh my goodness.
Sure
wait, Victor, I want to know one thing. What are you going to be eating for breakfast? And are you going to sleep before you eat breakfast, or are you going to go out and do a late night, early morning breakfast?
He said we can keep going with a smiley face, and he's going to sleep. is what he's going to do. gonna
Oh,
sleep.
boring. Well, I bet. Okay, so unfortunately, I have work to do because otherwise, I would be like, me and you could talk for 2 hours, no problem, Beth.
Yes, we could.
Right.
Victor would just fall asleep. He wouldn't even. He'd just keep the mics open, and he would just be able to go to sleep because it would just be like we would
Right.
just like set an alarm, beep 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 beep, and wake him
But
up.
there has to be some point that if we kept him up long enough, he would do breakfast before sleep. So my goal is before July of next year that we have that happen at least once, that we keep Victor up long enough to go eat breakfast. So, but we won't do it tonight, Victor, because I have work to do.
Oh, okay. So July, we've all been warned. So schedule your vacation accordingly. All right. Well, Frank, thank you so much for joining. If you're still watching as we continue on here, this is CVRcade World Cup After Party Zone T. I'm bringing it out, Frank. You have any last words? I'm bringing it home. I'm bringing it home.
No last words. Oh, but I don't think we lost any viewers for all this frivolity that we've been going through, which that's stunningly amazing.
Well, we do what we can do. This is CVR World Cup. If you like what you're watching, it's usually pretty different. It's usually not this, but you can hit like and follow. There's a lot of personalities. There's a lot of fun streaming that goes on. People who are on their bikes, pushing the pedal and racing for big money. So tonight, it wasn't that at all. It was talking about my hairstyle and other people's hairstyles and Atari games, and ET being buried in the desert. So from all of us at CVRcade, thank you for sticking with us to the very end. If you don't know what we're talking about, that's okay. But we'll be back on Thursday with more racing. Until then, have a great day, night, whatever it is where you are.
But no, Beth, your goes crashing down. Determination, the suffering, the ability to... And she's unleashed everything in this attack. See just how much that win means to him. All the marvels. Kayla versus Allison, and to the line. Kayla Laguna takes the victory.